Jerry and Sally need to sell their house.
Being in limbo, it's really hard.
But their do-it-yourself home improvements have left potential home buyers unimpressed.
Good God.
This is disgusting.
I'm here to help. I just want to make it easier for the buyers to imagine themselves right here. With a budget of $5,000 and some smart design and staging tips, it's going to look fab. I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells. Historic Charleston, South Carolina blends old world charm with all the conveniences of an urban centre. It's a very desirable place to live and real estate is booming. But not for Jerry and Sally. Their 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, listed at $259,000, has been on the market for 10 months without a single offer.
We're feeling the pressure. We've dumped a lot of money in it. I mean, it's time to get the house sold.
Now, if there's a great house in a good area and it's not selling, there's usually an obvious reason. Obvious, that is, to everyone but the homeowner. Jerry's a do-it-yourself guy who's tackled most of the work on his home himself.
It may not look like a professional job, but it'll look like a man did it, and it'll look good.
Jerry's wife, Sally, loves to decorate and garden.
We decorated our home. It's like dark wood and florals. I love it.
Their 3 children have also left their mark on the house.
We really, really want our son in the new school system before next year starts. We are feeling the pressure, definitely. We're ready to go.
The house looks great on the outside, curb appeal's excellent. So what am I going to find on the inside? Hi, guys.
Hey.
How are you? I'm very well. Should we get started?
Yeah.
Will you show me your house?
Yes.
We'd love to.
Well, we'll start here in our foyer, and we do have our computer in here. It's the only spot for it.
Is it an office? Is it an entrance? I would get really distracted. I'd be staring out the window all the time.
I do that a lot.
Okay, so this is our, den, our family room.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh, my. I didn't know they made televisions that big.
And I find them, and I love them. Yeah.
Jerry is a big TV fan. We have 3 large televisions.
And I see that it's slightly in front of the windows.
We have had complaints that the house is showing dark.
It's
but
a nice TV. People may walk in and like the TV and not care about the darkness, is what I'm hoping.
That is the most floral sofa I've ever seen.
This was my grandmother's
couch.
sofa, and it kind of became the focal point of the house.
So you designed the house around the sofa, not the other way around?
Yeah.
We did.
Some people will love the floral, love the Williamsburg look, and other people are going to say it's dated and it's not really their style. So you're sort of cutting off half of the people who potentially could like your house. Cream carpet with kids and a dog?
Oh, no.
That must be really hard to keep, clean.
Fruit punch is evil. And here's wallpaper that matches the couch.
I see, there's kind of a floral theme going on.
Oh,
It's
so
very much
funny.
like the
Maybe-
Garden of Eden in here, you know? It's
Without the temptation.
For my birthday one year, my mom bought me the wallpaper that matched the couch, and then the kitchen got painted yellow to match the dining room.
When you're selling, I think buyers might want a more updated look. They look at wallpaper, and do you know what they think? They think, that's a lot of work. We'll have to either take it down, repaint it, what will be underneath. Just want to make it easier for the buyers to imagine themselves right here.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great space, great flow, and it goes straight through into the kitchen,
Yes.
where we've got more flowers.
More flowers.
Yes.
Excellent. And did you put the green top in?
We did when we first moved in.
How do you get into these cupboards? There's no handles on them.
We just are used to gripping it with our fingers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think that we would have thought of that, but we really didn't.
I like the kitchen because I helped make this floor. I learned it from a guy named Ralph on YouTube.
He did. He watched Ralph.
He taught me how to put this in. I followed his directions, and boom. You know, I had to get in there and put some muscle and sweat and blood and make what you see here today.
I would call Jerry a handy guy. He's pretty good at it.
And she really likes when I go in there and I'm kind of shirtless. I'm wearing, some torn clothes. I think she really gets into that. She may not say it to me personally, but I just feel she's into it.
I love Jerry's enthusiasm, but I'm a little worried about what I'll find upstairs. Are we going in here?
Yes.
Perfect. There's a lot of toys.
Yes.
And this is a big old bunk bed, and yet again, some big pieces of furniture in front of the window.
Yeah.
You're cutting out the natural light. You know, there's a lot you can do with this space, and I think at the moment, it's not being utilised to its full potential.
Right,
so.
yeah. Right now it's purely playroom,
It is.
playroom.
Jerry and Sally are fantastic, but I slightly wanted to grab them and go, really? Unfinished DIY, it just puts people off. Things like wonky light switches, tiles that are cracked. It just doesn't give that finished high-end look. I've seen the problems. I think what would be helpful is to have an open house. I'd like to get people in, hear their feedback, so I can just confirm in my own mind what I think. So, open house it is. Homes in this neighbourhood are listed between $225,000 and $325,000 and are selling within a few months. I want them to take advantage of the fact that the property market in this area is pretty lively at the moment.
The neighborhood is a fantastic neighborhood. With that, a lot of competition. You go into a lot of homes in that neighborhood and they are gorgeous, and this one's just not that.
I've asked John to hold an open house so I can find out exactly what buyers are saying.
Oh my. That TV is enormous. Holy moly.
The carpet's disgusting.
Yeah.
When you go inside, there's Kool-Aid stains in the carpet.
The stairs really gross too.
Not a real big fan of the border around the ceiling.
The next thing would be the dog. It barks, it licks the window, that makes it tough to show. They've got kittens, you know. Who doesn't like kittens? But, I mean, it's not easy to sell a home with kittens.
Good God.
Look at this wallpaper.
It needs some TLC, and I think it could be a good house, but in this condition, I wouldn't buy it.
I'm very frustrated. We've put a lot of time and effort in this house, and it's been shown many times, but no offers.
But I'm here to help. It's time to sit Jerry and Sally down for a little tough love. So we had the open house. As expected, there were some negative points, but I think we can learn from them and it will allow us to carry on forward and make the changes that were necessary. And the first thing they said was, wow, that's a big telly.
Yeah.
So they definitely noticed that that had an impact on the natural light levels.
We always get that comment, our
Yeah.
house shows dark.
The other point was made was the wallpaper was dated. Now, I know this is going to be a bit of a bitter pill to swallow because you did have them cleaned 8 months ago. The carpets was a bit of an issue.
We were getting positive feedback on the carpet, and that lasted about 2 weeks until our kids hit the carpet. Kids plus our carpet equals bad carpet.
I think when you're selling a house, the 3 most important things are condition, price, and location. And the location is right, the price is right. We just need to get the condition up to scratch. I think the most useful thing for us to do right now is just the decluttering, and then we can start really getting to it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
Cool. I've got a budget of $5,000 to get this house ready so that potential buyers will instantly fall in love with it. When buyers walk into the foyer, they're greeted by heavy, dark furniture and dingy walls. To make the space feel welcoming, we'll brighten up the walls, reposition the furniture, and add a hall table and mirror. The living room is overwhelmed by a huge television and a flowery sofa. We're going to remove the TV, recover the granny sofa, and brighten up the dark furnishings. The adjoining dining room is another floral mess. We'll tear down the wallpaper, replace the dining room chairs, and give the space focus with a new light fixture. In the kitchen, the dark colours and the floral theme continue. We'll harmonise the space with matching wall and countertop colours and add new hardware on the cupboards and drawers. The spare room has become a cluttered kids' zone with toys, bunk beds, racks of clothes. We'll replace the kids' stuff with adult furniture, add concealed storage and fresh new linens. First on my to-do list is to clear up the kids' toys. So will you help me pack some things away?
Yeah.
So if you all pick some toys up and then we can put them in the box. Buyers couldn't see the house's potential because of all of the kids' clutter. To pack or not to pack? That is the question. Come on then, pack. Thank you very much. Children's toys are very colourful and they're very bright, so they can really distract buyers from seeing the potential in the room. So be ruthless and try and cut them down by at least 60%. Downstairs, Jerry is taking ruthless to another level.
You're gonna pack up the dolls?
Well, yeah, we got the nice fine china. I think that could stay, but I don't know if everybody's going to be into little lady dolls.
Don't you want to have something in the house, or do we really want to have nothing?
I want to sell the house.
Okay.
Jerry's starting to understand buyers aren't really impressed by an antique doll collection. But I'm not sure if Sally is getting it. That's why I'm sending the couple to see a property around the corner. This tastefully presented 1,900 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home sold for just under its asking price in 3 months.
That looks good.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite color, but it looks really fresh.
I'm okay with the color.
Clean. It's a good looking chandelier.
It's definitely different than ours.
No wallpaper. Come on in here.
Sure.
Okay. This is pretty.
Hey, I like this fan.
It looks similar to the one we have upstairs.
That's a
Furniture.
nice entertainment center. That's definitely different from ours.
It looks
Kinda-
more like furniture instead of the TV being the focal point.
Yeah. Hey, did you see there's no wallpaper?
I did notice no wallpaper.
Maybe that's the thing we should look at, you know, removing.
The whole house just looks airy and open
Yeah.
because of the colors.
I'm noticing in this house they have handles on their covers. That's what is that called? That's a good-looking thing.
It's called
An island.
Island, yeah.
I love that
It's a
island.
good-looking island. All right, you want to go check out the upstairs?
Let's check it out.
This is their room of the garage. And
Wow.
definitely designed more of like a guest bedroom, which ours is more
Yeah,
of
ours
a
is more of like
kid
a kid
room.
fun room. Yeah.
I
This
can
is,
definitely see that this would be more appealing to more buyers.
Yeah, we got a nice guest bed. We have a giant bunk bed. Again, it's just super clean. Hard for us with the kids, you know. I don't know what their secret is.
Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed.
I'm seeing like every room, there's just a lot of stuff that we need to do, a lot of work.
I am motivated, though, by that because I do see what the house needs to look like.
I'm motivated to run and hide. Hello?
Hello! So how did it go?
It was definitely an eye-opening experience, don't you think?
Yeah, when we stepped into the house, man, it's
Was it
just
good?
It's like you said, it's turnkey. Somebody took a lot of time to get that house looking good.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
did.
See, you want it to look a bit like a designer has come in and it's got a theme and it's got a flow and it looks really like clean and bright. So that's what we are going to do here, but first you've got to get your work clothes on because I have a little project for you. While the team removes the heavy furniture, my right-hand man Dave is going to show Jerry how to make something old new again.
Hey guys,
Jerry,
Hey, buddy.
David.
Good to see you, man.
good to see you.
This is basically Ralph, but in your own home.
Now, aside from the obvious, can you tell what else I'm doing here?
I guess you're sanding,
I'm
man.
saving you guys money is what I'm doing.
Sweet.
We don't need to throw this out. We don't need to break it apart. I'm gonna paint it. Sand, prime, takes no time. The finish coat, that's where the time concerns happen. It's like an 8-hour dry. So we're gonna do a coat tonight. It'll dry overnight. Another coat tomorrow, it'll dry during the day. By the next day, this is ready to go.
And
There's a hutch that I found that we're gonna work on together. And hopefully I can teach you some finishing things, you know, and I think it'll be a good project for us.
Let's do it, man.
oh, you guys are going to bond and I'm going to leave you to it.
Great thing about Jerry is that he's all heart. And really, as a carpenter, there's nothing better than working with someone who wants to learn. Now, I saw this.
Yeah,
Tell me a bit about it.
it's a piece of furniture we got from Sally's grandma. And I mean, I've been using it now to like store paint. I wouldn't put it in my house right now.
I'm gonna
so-
change that. There's so many things we can do with this. Refinishing this, you're gonna want to put this in your house and showcase it in the end.
That sounds good.
And
Sally
it's
will love it.
Easy.
Yeah.
It is easy. So why don't we clear it out? I'll tell you the plan. Let's get
Sweet.
started.
Yeah, let's start, man.
I've never walked past an old piece of furniture that I didn't want to rescue. I just couldn't let that one go.
I'm excited to get to work on the hutch with David, and I enjoy this kind of stuff, so it's going to be really fun. I'm going to bug him with a lot of questions.
While the guys clear out the hutch and move it into the backyard, I have a job for Sally. Have you done this before?
I have.
Look at that.
There you go.
The thing about the wallpaper is that for a lot of buyers, they get nervous that, you know, sometimes you pull it off and it's like peeling an onion.
Right.
There's another layer and another layer and another layer. Some people just want it to be move-in ready.
I definitely do love my wallpaper, but it's actually really fun ripping it down. So it feels good. It feels good to take it down.
We're midway through the transformation at Sally and Jerry's house. We've painted the walls, peeled the wallpaper. I've managed to convince Jerry to relocate his giant television, and I'm about to start a project with the kids. So you got to choose a paintbrush? Which one do you want?
That one.
That one.
Oh, the big one.
No surprises there. Cam, do you want orange? And what we're going to do when I say is we're going to splatter this with paint. Guys, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, can I do the first one? Give it a go. I think that might be the masterpiece. With the hut primed and dry, Dave and Jerry continue the restoration.
First off, we're gonna fix the crown here, okay? You're not scared of nails, are you?
Not at all, man. They called me Nails back in college. I'm
There
good.
you go. Well, I got the right guy for the job, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna pin these together. You wanna go in the crown, push it in,
Yeah.
and then press it. Exactly.
All day. That's cool.
All that's left is a coat of paint. But first, it's time to say goodbye to the family and let the pros finish up.
It's been a long day.
Yes.
But I think it's time for you guys to leave, because I want there to be a bit of surprise when you come back.
If you need any help, I'm really good at fixing things.
You know what, let us take it from here. You did great.
You say so. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye. Excellent. Come
Let's
on.
get to work.
Slacker.
We have a few jobs to complete before the final touches. In a lot of houses, we would be taking the ceiling fan down, but we're actually installing this one because in South Carolina, they're very popular with potential buyers, probably because it's so hot. So this one is going in. This is my favorite trick, taking old, dark, dated furniture, priming it, painting it white, and it looks brilliant, and it costs you nothing, as long as you got the furniture in the first place. It's been a long day. We've finished up some great projects and did a lot of painting. Now all that's left are the finishing touches. Floral arrangements are great, but they can be expensive. Lemons and limes, on the other hand, are really cheap, they last forever, and they add that colour that you're looking for.
It is so light in here. We've taken away that huge television and replaced it with these drapes, which let the sun shine in. They make such a difference. They might not be good for the bedroom because they're a little see-through, but in here they work wonders. It is so important to appeal to your target market when you're selling your house. And in South Carolina, formal dining rooms are really, really popular. So I'm just laying the table here to emphasize what a fantastic dining area this is. We've kept some of Sally's Williamsburg style with her old china cabinet, but we're keeping it young and funky with these floral plates and table settings. It's kind of a nice mix of the old and the new, and I think it works really well. Come on in.
Ooh,
Wow.
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. This is not our house.
What do you think?
This is awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is
I love this. Look at
absolutely-
this, Sal. This was a deep, dark brown.
I know. I
Oh,
cannot
man.
believe
It looks so
this.
bright and cheery. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, come on through. We've got more to show you.
Wow. Feel how bright it is.
This
so
is just amazing.
cheery.
It's weird. It's really bright. I wonder
Yeah,
why it's so
maybe-
bright. Maybe it's not because
Maybe
there's a
it's 'cause
huge
there's no-
television.
Maybe
isn't
not.
it?
Look at my grandmother's couch.
Ooh.
It looks awesome.
It's so funny though, just by doing something so simple as just recovering the cushion,
Right.
it looks like another sofa.
Still has that comfort feel to it, but it's beautiful.
Now, I think you'll be impressed by your children's
Wow.
artwork.
Yes, that looks great.
that looks
they
great
did a
there.
great job.
And then, Jerry, this is that hutch.
Oh, yeah, that
you
David and
spent-
I worked on, yes.
That is amazing. Gorgeous.
And the carpet.
The carpet looks
all
great.
steamed clean.
Yeah, it
Right.
looks great. I don't have words, honestly. It's so beautiful. You guys want to go see the dining room? Gosh, look at our dining room. And it's our stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Holy
the
cow.
chandelier. Yes.
That is just
It's so-
pretty.
We have some flowers on the wall for you because we didn't want you to feel that we hadn't incorporated some floral element.
Who wouldn't want to eat here?
It just looks, I think the word for this is chic.
Wow.
I
it
feel
just-
chic in my house.
I do too.
I
I'm like,
do.
Chic
look at
and
my
you.
house.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, come through to the kitchen.
oh my goodness. This is just awesome. I cannot believe the difference. Really
Wow.
brightens it. We got some nice handles.
Yes,
Like,
look.
it's like super easy to open.
You don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Just a few, handles and make it look much more, you know, modern. I wouldn't have guessed that those handles weren't on those cupboards initially.
The white is, I just can't, I wouldn't have imagined that could make such a difference between the green and the white.
It's like a new house, like
It really
a different
is.
house to me when I walk through it.
Got one more surprise. For this last room, we had to show the kids.
Wow.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
So, Cam, do you like the orange?
Did you see what was in here?
Yeah, I saw the TV already.
Because it's huge, Daddy.
Yeah, what do you think of your house, Cam?
Overwhelmed. He likes it, though.
He's speechless today.
Oh, poor Cammy.
It's so awesome. I mean, when I walked in the door, I just wanted to go start touching things, and this was beyond my imagination. It's so good. It looked like a new home that I would want to buy.
I feel great about it. I can't wait to have people come in. Come on, people.
Jerry and Sally love it, so we brought back our buyers for a second look.
Wow.
That looks good.
That's awesome. What a huge difference.
That looks really
This looks
good.
fantastic. I love it.
Wow, that's great.
House is fantastic. Huge, huge difference.
And everything kind of matches and flows together, all the colors and everything. It's pretty wonderful. And it's more modern, too. It kind of a mishmash before.
Nadine and Travon can't sell their home.
I really don't have a clue why my house hasn't sold.
My husband's clothes are all over the place. I'm so tired of cleaning.
Buyers can't get past the mess to see the potential.
Seems like stuff everywhere.
Declutter.
Outdated, cluttered, and clueless.
I do have big plans for the house.
With a budget of $5,000 and some smart design and staging tips, I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells.
Yes.
Mount Pleasant, South Carolina has one of the hottest real estate markets where properties sell fast. But not this one. This 2,300 square foot, 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath home listed at $319,000 has been on the market for a whopping 18 months.
If I don't sell my house, I'm gonna be here forever.
If we don't sell this house, we're just gonna feel trapped.
Selling your family home can be really tough. First, you have to make sure it's clean, tidy, and beautiful. And that's just the start. The hard part is keeping it that way.
I'm so tired of cleaning. That's all I do.
Meet Travon, who leaves trails of clutter in his wake.
My mess ends up in 5 locations, and I'm so busy that I'm totally oblivious to it.
And Xavier, their 2-year-old mess monster.
Going in the garbage, Xavier. Apparently, I'm the housekeeper.
Living in a show home isn't easy, but it has to be done, and I'm here to help.
I want a condo with no yard and no maintenance. I can't stand a house this big.
I love this neighborhood. This house has serious curb appeal, but there's obviously a problem, so I'm going to find out what it is. Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going?
Very well. I hear your house has been on the market for 18 months. You must be tearing your hair out.
Yes.
I am. I have to clean it.
Yeah, that's a very long time for the record. 18 months, that's a very long time.
Yeah, so you've got to do something about it, because otherwise you'll go start raving mad.
I thought I was already there.
That was like a year ago.
I don't know what it's going to take to sell our house at this point. Got the whole thing?
What I think would be really helpful if you show me around the house, I can give you my honest opinion, and then we can start from there.
Awesome, that sounds good.
All right.
So this is the dining room.
Yes, the dining room.
It's not an overwhelming first impression.
Not at all.
It's definitely not.
Trey, did you put the curtain pole up?
Yes, I did put the curtain pole up.
Is it for giants?
Oh, it is a little bit high up there, I guess, yeah.
Putting clutter up against the window like that isn't brilliant because, first of all, people can see it from the outside.
Yeah.
And second of all, it makes you look like you've got no storage. Those patches on the walls...
Yeah, we were trying to hang up a picture and there's
Right.
electrical boxes behind it, so... I think that Sophie thinks that we have, like, no design sense at all.
What is through here?
This is the man cave.
We've got a lot of stuff. We've got some decks,
Yes.
console, giant television, giant desk, giant chair, more cables
Yes.
than I have ever seen in my...
Yes.
What do you do with these?
They're for DJing. You hook them up to the speakers. And...
Yeah, and they happen to be right in the middle of his office, too. Perfect place.
There's nothing on the walls. Is that a conscious decision?
I'm a photographer, and I'm really good at it. So, I mean, I could blow up pictures really big and hang them, but we thought, well, we're moving soon. Why bother?
You know, it's like those little finished looks that really make a house look fantastic, and that's what's going to grab people. Got big, dark furniture. Nothing really matches, but such a shame because look how great this space is. So, what's upstairs?
Xavier's man cave. I mean, this room was cleaned this morning.
Pretty much.
The moment this room doesn't really have a purpose, you know, is it a bedroom because you've got the futon? Is it a playroom?
Yes.
You know, there's computer stuff there. Does this ever get used?
You know, I hate that thing. We do exercise, but we don't on this.
Not on
No,
that.
never.
Basically, this is the dumping room.
Pretty much.
For everything, including obsolete exercise equipment.
Yes.
But this could be a fantastic room. I think what we really have to work on is the first impressions, though. We want to get people through the door and we want to wow them.
Until now, this property has left buyers underwhelmed. Homes in this neighborhood usually sell between $280,000 and $320,000. At $319,000, this house is at the top of the market range, but it's not in top condition. And real estate agent Samantha thinks so too.
Nadine and Trey see that their home is in a popular area, and so they feel like it should just automatically sell. We're in such a competitive environment. There are 9 other houses on the market just on their street alone.
I've asked Samantha to set up an open house. It's time to hear that important feedback from potential buyers.
A lot going on in here.
Many functions to this room, I guess. The carpets seem really dirty.
You would think that you would try to
Clean up a little bit.
clean up.
This is a good house with so much potential, but they're just not bringing it to its maximum benefit.
There's something that feels kind of off about the living room.
It's just really cluttered. It's like hard to even like picture your stuff.
So you have an office, kind of an odd setup.
It's just got too much stuff. The chandelier is really dated. Yeah. And there's nothing on the walls, and there's like holes.
That's why buyers are walking away. We're just not getting offers.
I never imagine myself in this house the way that it is.
You just want to cry.
But I'm here to help. So first, to break the news.
People went in and they thought that the dining room was just a bit bland.
Yeah.
Then upstairs, again, cluttered.
Yeah.
And there was a comment about the carpets not looking as fresh as they could.
Well, I think what we could do if the carpets bother people that much is just set fire to them.
Most of the negative feedback, in fact, Travon, was about the home office / man cave.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy. Now, your price is a little on the high side. It's $319,000. But I understand you've already reduced the price.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes. Any further reduction comes directly out of our pocket.
Interestingly, we had a lot of people through the door for the open house.
Yeah.
And that tells me that it's not priced ridiculously. But I think they will expect if the house is priced higher than other comparables, the house is gonna be in pristine condition.
I want to do it. I want to get it over with. I really do.
There's gonna have to be some major decluttering.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start with your man cave.
I figured that was coming.
I do have big plans for the house.
With a total budget of $5,000, first up is the dining room. I'm brightening this space to give a great first impression. We'll give the furniture a facelift and add coordinating accessories. The living room is just big, bland, and bare. So I'm going to add new furniture, bamboo blinds, and colourful artwork courtesy of Nadine.
And the room upstairs, at the moment, it's just this giant dumping ground.
I'm giving this space a clear purpose, with new paint, revamped furniture, and colourful accessories. And Travon's in for a surprise when he sees my plans for the man cave. First, we'll remove the heavy furniture and change up the paint. Then we'll bring in lighter furniture, add accessories, and an area rug.
Yesterday was fantastic. We cleared the house.
What about that?
What about what?
We cleared Travon's man cave,
Be careful with that. That's
Garbage.
which took a long time because there was a lot of stuff in it. Upstairs, again, loads of clutter. It's all about giving buyers that finished turnkey look, which is especially important in this house because it is more expensive than other comparable houses in the neighborhood.
To drive this point home, I send Nadine and Travon to look at a similar property in their neighborhood. This 2,100 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house sold for $300,000 in 2 months.
Wow. It's really open in the front like ours.
It's very minimal.
Oh, this is really different than looking at my cluttered office. Let's see the living room. Hopefully it's amazing so I don't feel so bad.
It's nice and clean.
It does still seem a little bit more open.
Maybe they just have it laid out nicer.
I guess so, yeah,
Maybe
it does
they have
feel
better
more
feng
open.
shui.
Whatever that means. Okay, so this is their office.
I think ours is bigger. It's just a desk, a futon, some fish. Ours is still way bigger.
This house is smaller, but because it's tidy, airy, and bright, it's sold quickly.
I am so angry right now.
I know you have your angry pose.
That house is smaller than ours, first of all.
It's smaller, has less bedrooms, but there's less stuff, there's less clutter.
Our house could look just as nice as that, if not better.
I'm still frustrated. I'm so angry.
Wow. Did we get robbed, or are you just clearing out our house?
So, what was the open house like?
It was very depressing to see someone whose house actually sold. I think a lot of what you said was right.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, how did it differ to this house?
It had like a better flow.
Flow is created with, you know, a color palette, matching furniture. So this house has a fantastic flow. There's no like dark passageways. One room flows into another room. I think what's jarring at the moment is that nothing matches. You know, the furniture doesn't match. You know, the drapes don't match. There's not a cohesive sort of design plan. So that's easily achievable in this house. But to do that, I need you to get into your work clothes, and then we're going to start on a few projects I've got lined up for you.
Awesome.
A great way to create flow is to use the same paint color throughout the house.
Oh, Sophie, do I have a time saver for you?
I'm all ears.
Instead of spending all the time cutting with that brush, take this roller, put it right into the corner, and move it down, floor to ceiling. That's okay. And your wall is cut.
There it is. It's just like magic.
I think the house is going to be revitalized through color. I mean, we have nice neutral tones that are continuing throughout the whole house, bringing a bit of continuity between all the rooms.
In the living room, we need to get rid of that large red rug. I've asked my right-hand man, Dave, to custom build 2 coffee tables to help anchor the space. And I'm enlisting Travon to lend a hand.
Travon?
Yes.
That used to meet David.
Hey, how's it going,
how are
David?
you?
All right.
Good.
Now, are you going to talk Travon through some of the things we're doing?
We're going to talk sawing, cutting, nailing, and gluing.
Sounds like fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
So, I'll leave you to it. Don't cause too much trouble.
Okay. This is going to be our tabletop.
Okay.
So let's get to work, okay?
All right, cool. Let's do it, man.
All right. We're going to take these sides. I pre-cut these to save some time.
Okay, sweet.
These are just going to wrap around.
Yeah.
Okay? So we'll just glue the seam.
Okay.
The glue is going to hold it together more than the nails.
This is actually the most fun I've had since you guys have been here, honestly.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Line this up.
Cool.
Pop it.
Awesome. Oops.
No,
that wasn't shooting any nails.
The nails didn't come through.
One of the easiest and cheapest ways to freshen up your house is with new window treatments.
One of the first things I noticed when I came in the living room was the drapes over there weren't matching, and nor are these curtain poles. And it might seem like a small thing, but buyers definitely notice it. So I'm going to take these hooks off, and then we're going to put these beautiful bamboo blinds in here, and it's just going to give this whole room cohesion. It's going to look very smart.
Back outside, the guys are almost finished the coffee table.
That's
awesome.
great.
I think it's cool. I need to
Our
take me one
table
of
has
those.
legs.
Yes, it does. Wow, we're making something.
Let's make sure it stands.
That it does.
You just built something.
Cool. Nice.
I'm going to let you take credit for this.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that won't work. She'll just say you did it anyways.
Accessories can be expensive, especially something like coffee tables. We built 2 coffee tables in an afternoon, saved hundreds of dollars, and he can take pride in what we did.
What we are doing is we're going to reupholster the seat covers.
Oh, just what I always wanted.
So we're going to cover them in this gorgeous sort of burnt sienna raw silk material.
Awesome.
You see this colour a lot in Charleston houses. It's a beautiful colour.
Oh, it's gonna look gorgeous in here because it's more of a colonial type home.
To give your chairs an easy facelift, go to any fabric store, and for $25, you can get a roll of fabric to cover 8 to 10 chairs. First, we remove the seat.
Screwing anything on or off. I definitely don't have that talent. There we go.
Ah, voila! Finished chairs. Don't they look excellent?
We did such a great job. Quite a team.
Right, on to the next project. I just found this on the side of the road. This is made of sweetgrass, and it's quite similar to these wicker chairs that we're painting black. So I thought if I paint this black to match those, you never know. It could be quite a nice side table. It could also be completely hideous, in which case we won't use it, but though it's definitely worth giving it a go.
With our homeowner projects complete, it's time to say goodbye to the family so the team can finish up and we can dress the space.
We've got a few surprises up our sleeve, and I really would like the reveal to be a surprise, to be fresh, so get out of here.
All
Scram.
right. Awesome.
Bye.
Bye. See you later. Bye, Xavier.
When you're selling your home, you don't need to break the bank. There's one last piece of furniture to revamp.
We picked this up at a market for quite a reasonable price, but it wasn't particularly attractive. So what we've done is we painted it the same green as in the dining room and then reattached the handles. And the really nice thing about them, because they're old handles, they've got a bit of wear and tear on them, and so it goes quite well with the green, I think. Easy peasy.
Next morning, the transformation is nearly complete. We've decluttered, repainted and repurposed. Now for a few finishing touches.
When potential buyers are coming around your house, it's really, really important that it's bright. Now, if your room is like this one and doesn't have a central ceiling light, table lamps are a must, because buyers hate dark and dingy.
A great way to add interest to any room is to use colourful, everyday objects to accessorise.
When you're selling your house, you don't always have to spend lots of money on brand new accessories and furniture. We found this table on the side of the road. We gave it a lick of paint, and now it ties in with the rest of the room. Sometimes one man's trash is another man's treasure.
There's no need to go and buy expensive pieces. You would be surprised what you can find in your own house.
I love hanging plates on the wall in the dining room or the kitchen. It looks really chic. It's actually really easy to do because you just get these plate hooks from any hardware store, you clip them on the back, and then you hang it just like a picture. The feedback from potential buyers was that this house was bland, so we're combating that by putting pictures on the wall. It adds colour and interest, and the best thing is Nadine gets to showcase her art. Welcome to your beautiful new home.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Look how beautiful it looks.
Is this our house?
I know, really.
Our reupholstered chairs.
This is our dining room set,
Yeah.
but you would never know.
I know,
it
you would
because
never
it
know.
looks so
I like the
nice.
lamps. Those look awesome too.
Yeah. And look, do you like the plates on the wall?
I love the
do.
plates.
That's a really nice touch.
And then this is one of my favourite pieces. We got this, this is second hand. What we did is we repainted it and then we put the old handles back on.
Yeah.
And you see where they're green, that's from oxidization because they're old and it matches the colour.
It does.
And do you know what those are? They're old ceiling tiles.
Really?
So those are antique as well, from
yeah,
Charleston.
that looks really awesome.
From Charleston?
Yeah, from Charleston.
Historic.
In this area, potential buyers love formal dining rooms. So it's all about appealing to the buyers that are going to be walking through.
For sure.
And, I mean, this is just, I think it's beautiful.
This is awesome.
I was blown away. It was a dining room, a real dining room that you could eat in. It looked gorgeous.
I wish this was my dining room.
I know, right? I'm like...
I'm afraid to use it, but
I know, I don't want to touch
great.
it, but this looks amazing.
You've always got to give buyers what they want.
Yeah, yeah.
What buyers didn't want was a dark, cluttered space.
Where's the man cave? It's gone.
The man cave is gone.
Wow. This is completely different. This is a much better first impression than before.
First impressions are so important.
Yes. This is so much more open than before. Like,
bright.
I would rather sell the house than have an awesome dark man cave that all my buddies like. So I'm good with it. I'm happy.
Oh, I'm really happy with this.
This is beautiful in here.
Yeah, come on through.
Wow.
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 Completely different. Oh my gosh, it looks like a living room.
Look.
Oh my gosh, look what they did with my artwork.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's my artwork.
Oh, these are the tables that we made?
Those are tables
yes,
that you made
that's
with
the tables
David.
we made with David.
Oh, is that what you were
yes,
doing
that's
out
what we
there?
were doing.
You would tell me.
Wow, no.
Yes.
No.
Oh, they look beautiful.
You look really smart. Travon, you did an amazing job.
I'm impressed.
It was all me. Just kidding.
They picked this from out back, from our yard.
This is from the garden, and it just adds a bit of colour. It costs
Really?
nothing.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
We have this kind of bamboo theme going on.
Cool.
So we've put in new blinds.
Everything has a good flow. It has everything that it didn't have before. It's like not too cluttered. There's all this color. I'm feeling good.
It looks perfect. No one's allowed downstairs anymore.
Come on through.
Wow, goodness. Wow. Woo.
It's like
Oh, I have a desk
grown-up
still.
space.
I realise that we don't have all your stuff, but we do have your desk. What you can do is when you want to work, you can come up here, have your close the door, have your own space.
Yeah. I can adjust. And is this the same futon?
That's
but
the
it's
same
a different...
futon.
Oh, look at that.
We recovered it. Wow. It's a sitting room, but it's multi-purpose. It's an office. Can also double up as a playroom. Do you know where I got this?
Where?
Your neighbours had thrown it out.
Oh, you serious?
So I can't wait for your neighbours if they want to watch the show and they'd be like, honey, I recognise that table.
Sophie far surpassed our expectations. I really did not think, and I truly mean this with all my heart, I never thought our house was going to look this classy and this beautiful.
A couple days ago, I was very much resigned, and I'd taken the for sale sign down. I will put the for sale sign up because I think that this house is going to sell now. I'm feeling positive. We're going to do it this time. When this house sells, I'm going to be extra, extra happy. I can't wait. You guys should have came here like 18 months ago. You'd have made my life a lot better.
I'm so glad you like it.
Love it.
Love it.
I'm going to leave you to it,
Okay.
and hopefully, fingers crossed for a quick sale so
Yes.
you guys can move on.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Nadine and Travon love the changes, but will the buyers feel the same way? We're bringing them back to find out.
Oh.
Huge transformation. It was amazing, just the difference in the feel. It didn't feel so boring.
The rooms had a lot of function this time. Before they were just jumbled and messy, and now they actually served their specific function.
Right when you walked in, how that front office was transformed to a sitting room. It was extremely open and functional, and I just loved it immediately.
The house looks great. It looks totally different, and we definitely consider it now.
Aaron and Kendall's house has been on the market for 2 long years.
It seems like sometimes that we're just stuck in this house, we're gonna die here.
Buyers can't get past the obvious problems to see the potential.
It's kind of dark and gloomy.
You can't really visualize the room the way you want it.
You're kind of bursting at the seams a bit?
Yes.
With a budget of $5,000 and some clever staging and design tricks, it's all about maximizing the space. I'm going to transform this unsellable house into one that sells.
Wow.
When your home is ready for sale, the first thing you do, identify your target market. People want a space that fits their needs. If your home is smaller, you must make the most of all the available space. Here in historic Charleston, South Carolina, small starter homes are in high demand. With a large number of young professionals and new families settling in the area, the population's rapidly growing. This starter home, however, hasn't had a single offer. This 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, listed at $146,000, has been on the market for a staggering 2 years. Aaron and Kendall have been living in this house longer than they ever expected.
We always had in mind it was going to be a starter home. We've lived here over 6 years now, and it's definitely time to move on. Our family has grown.
It's a great house, it's just we've outgrown it. I think it's time to move on.
With 2 growing children, 8-year-old Keegan and 2-year-old Madison, they have run out of space and are in need of a bigger house.
There's 4 of us now. There's just too much stuff we have in the house, clutter.
Adding extra pressure, Aaron's in the army and will soon be deployed for 12 months, leaving nurse Kendall on her own.
My biggest fear is that he leaves and the house sells like 2 weeks later as soon as he's gone, and I'm stuck dealing with everything.
They're out of space, out of time, and out of options.
It seems like sometimes that we're just stuck in this house, we're gonna die, you know, throw the headstone right out front, you know, this is just where we're gonna be.
This street is great. And look at this palm tree, it's absolutely beautiful. The house is well maintained on the outside, and I love that little seating area there with the tomato plants. So it looks like the problems are going to be on the inside. So your house has been on the market for 2 years.
2 long years.
Which is a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would be really great if you guys just show me around so I can get a feel of the place?
Okay. The first room you come into is the dining room. It's dark red. It has a lot of stuff in it.
Quite big furniture.
It's big and there's a lot of it.
It's easy to keep on top of everything then.
No.
Any house after 6 years is going to look a little on the scruffy side just because you've been living in it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's impossible to keep it immaculate.
Yeah.
So this is your main living room?
It is. We spend most of our time in here. So it always just seems like a disaster no matter what we do. There's stuff everywhere all the time.
I see that. There's toys everywhere.
There are toys everywhere.
You quite like the big furniture?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I'm a kind of brown guy.
Sometimes if you've got big pieces in a room when they're quite dark, it makes the room look a bit smaller.
Right.
Doesn't look like there's a lot of storage space.
No, and anything that we have, everything is full.
Yeah.
We have absolutely outgrown this house. Uh-huh. Time to find something bigger.
Yeah. Can you show me upstairs?
Yes, sure. Down the hall, we have both of the kids' rooms. The first one is Keegan's room.
Wowzers. It's the pirate's life for me, yar. This is an amazing room, but it's slightly on the overpowering side.
He's in here working away and playing all the time.
Yeah.
It's fantastic that you have such a creative child, but it doesn't make selling your house any easier.
No, it does not.
The problem with these beds is because they're at eye level, they really make the room feel much smaller. When you walk in, it's like, yar, in the bed.
Yeah.
What's behind the pirate flag?
It was a cute painting of a tree and a little airplane, and he thinks it's hideous now, and it's for babies, and so he's covered it up with pirate flags.
You've even got a suit of armor in here. I mean, these are usually in like such huge stately homes. Never let children have any say in interior design because you end up with suits of armor.
Suits, armor, and pirate flags.
Yes.
Excellent. So Madison's room is next door?
Yes. Yep. This is Madison's room.
Oh, wow. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of houses. I have never seen a room this pink in all my life.
Yeah, how about it, huh?
Sometimes it's difficult for buyers to picture themselves in a space. How do you think she'll feel if we get rid of the pink?
We've been telling her, you know, maybe gonna do something a little different with your room just while we're selling the house. And then when we move, if you want a little pink back in your room, then maybe we could do that.
Right,
but
that's been the compromise so far is, hey, when we get our new place, we'll do this.
Right. You said there's a really nasty English lady coming and she's gonna steal your pink room. Madison's gonna hate me. Should we head on out?
All right.
How before I get a headache? Houses in this neighborhood are selling for between $72,000 and $165,000. At $146,000, Kendal and Aaron's house is right on target, but it's not showing well enough to beat out the competition. The couple's realtor, Kimberly, knows what they're up against.
When a home's been on the market as long as it has, it's easy to get back to a state that maybe isn't ideal for showing buyers.
I've asked Kimberly to hold an open house to see what potential buyers think.
Walls are dark.
kind of dark and gloomy.
I'm not a big fan of the carpet.
No. I'd rather have hardwood.
It just seems so crowded.
I want to feel that comfort. I don't want to feel like I'm in prison.
For us, we would need more of a study or an office.
Right.
But it is kind of hard with all the toys everywhere.
You can't really visualize the room the way you want it.
This room needs a lot of help.
I want a place that we can just walk into and it's ours.
Yes.
I don't want to have to come in here and paint or redo anything. I want it to be move-in ready.
I've talked to Aaron and Kendall about decluttering and depersonalizing, and they haven't really listened fully. It really needs to be done to a different level.
I think there are three main things we're fighting with. It's dark, there's big furniture, and it looks cluttered. But you're not surprised by that, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm not very surprised at all.
Someone said they were looking for a home office. The most likely person to be buying this house will probably be the same you, a young couple who don't necessarily have children. This house is too overcrowded, and I think that makes it difficult for them to see their own possessions. We also got a comment that people were looking for a turnkey property. It's important to get it up to that standard so it can be described as a turnkey property. And the thing is it's very easy to solve. Paint it a nice bright colour, you know, we'll look at what to do with the furniture. It's just maybe about working the space a bit better.
Okay.
People generally don't want small, cluttered houses with no storage. They want light, bright rooms.
My plan begins in the dining room, the first room off the front entry of the house. We'll paint over the dark red walls with a lighter, brighter, fresher colour and reduce the furniture to show more livable space. Next, the living room will get an overhaul with a new floor. Lighter furniture in a new configuration will complete this fresh, sophisticated look. Madison's room will be changed dramatically as we paint over the pink. A reading chair and daybed will add maturity and elegance to the space. And in Keegan's room, we'll build a bed that can be tucked away into the wall. Adding a desk will show the room's potential as a home office.
Potential buyers thought this house was dark, cluttered, the paint was overpowering, and it wasn't a turnkey property. It's all about maximising the space you have.
But before I can get a move on, a mass declutter is in order.
The night's gone.
Yeah.
Pick it up there.
Use your muscles.
There you go.
They're doing a really good job. Can I try your hat on? I think it might be a bit small for me. Do you want to give it a go? There we go. What else do you think we should put in?
With the clutter gone, the real work can begin. And while our crew gets to it, I'm arranging a little real estate 101 for our couple. I'm sending Kendal and Aaron to get a taste of the competition. They'll be viewing a nearby house similar to their own. With only slightly more space and an extra half bar, this house sold for $16,000 over Kendal and Aaron's asking price, and in only 2 months.
Ooh, wow.
Blue.
Yeah, the color definitely brightens up the house. It's pretty good.
I think we need to make a better first impression when people come in. The living room's cute. I like the layout.
It's kind of a confined space compared to ours.
No, I love the layout of ours much better.
Yeah, the living space where we actually spend our time and play with our kids is much bigger than what we're looking at here. If they can't see past everything else, they're not going to see what the layout we have is, and it's definitely beating this one for sure.
Can I go look upstairs?
A little office area.
Yeah. It's small. I mean, I don't think it's any bigger than the size of our bedrooms, the kids' bedroom. They just have a lot less stuff. So this bedroom seems nice.
Yeah.
I really don't think these 2 bedrooms are any different than ours. Neutral color, probably.
Yeah, color's
helps
good.
Compared to pink
The color's
and green
like our
rooms.
downstairs.
If this house is selling, I cannot understand why we've been unable to sell ours. I guess people really cannot look past colors, and
junk.
Our house
We gotta clean
doesn't
stuff
show
out.
near as well. I think ours could look 10 times better.
I think we'll be better.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey,
Good.
good.
How was the house?
It was good. It looked really nice. It was very bright and well decorated and organized.
It felt fresh.
Can you see this house looking like that?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
I definitely love our layout more,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
think if we can
Freshen it up.
Yeah, then I
It'd
really
be good.
think ours is gonna look great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Once we get it looking, you know, sparkly and new, I don't think we'll have any problems.
Yeah.
So if you guys could get into your work clothes, I've got a few projects for you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
Meanwhile, my handyman Dave is already hard at work building Keegan an addition for his room that will create space and show buyers potential for a home office.
Hey, David, how's it going?
Hey, good, how are you?
He's going to be working with you on this amazing space-saving solution.
Okay.
And I need you downstairs.
All right, let's go.
Cool.
Let's get some tools.
Okay.
So, do you know what this is?
No.
No? It may look like a box, but it's gonna serve a really important function in a bedroom like this.
Okay.
Can you grab the handle right here? Pull out and forward,
Okay.
and you have a bed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is called a Murphy bed.
Very cool.
As you can see, I built most of it, but you're gonna help me apply the trim detail, okay?
Okay.
I think having the Murphy bed in there is great because he can fold it up and people can look at it and see they could have a great office space.
Have you ever pulled up carpet before, Aaron?
That'll be my first time.
My only one tip is that when you're cutting up the strips, you then have to roll them.
Right.
So don't cut them too big, because otherwise you've got this huge, great, like, roll of carpet. And carpet is amazingly heavy.
All right. Well, this carpet's been bothering me for quite some time, so I'm looking forward to some new floors in here for sure. Looking forward to rip this up.
Buyers prefer laminate or hardwood flooring in rooms where you have food, because I think it's a bit more hygienic. Also, so many kids have allergies these days, and you know all the little mites that live in the carpets?
Yeah.
If you've got asthma, they're a complete nightmare. So I think the best thing to do is to rip it up.
This is a cordless nail gun, dangerous tool. As
Okay.
you'll be using this, you need glasses. And
All right.
since you are using this, I need glasses.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm gonna nail the first one and show you how to use the gun. Push in, press the trigger. I'm gonna hold the trim.
All right.
You hold the gun, press it in,
Right there.
down a little bit, yep, and pop the trigger. Okay, put the edge of the gun there, add some force to it when you push. Pop. There you go. We'll go a little bit farther right there. Good job, you can do this. You got this. See how much nicer this looks? Then we're gonna add some baseboard, and we're done.
Okay.
Now, one thing that's very important about Murphy beds, and I can't stress this enough, never close the bed with the child in the bed, okay?
I'll
If
keep
you can
that in
remember
mind.
that, this is great.
All right.
All right.
This must have been really difficult to clean.
It was. Myself or Kendall vacuumed it at least once a day. Being the common area where we spend all our time, it just stayed really dirty. There we go.
Okay. New floor, new beginnings.
With the upcoming deployment, the pressure to get this whole process going and finished before I leave is the key. That'll just make my job that much easier over there.
What we're gonna do is, this wall is a bit dark, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark, so we're gonna paint it this nice color here. So if you guys could paint down here, and I'm gonna do some rollering up there. Could you do that?
Yeah.
And careful of your dress, Madison, because it's really pretty. It is fun.
Yeah, it actually is.
Brush it off, brush it off. Okay. Onto the wall.
You're a human paintbrush.
There you go, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. Thanks, guys, and thank you for your painting. But now if you wouldn't mind leaving so we can finish the job.
All right, let's go, guys.
Thank you.
Say thanks.
We're getting ready for the final push. First up, our master plan for the floors.
The carpet in this room was really tight, so we're replacing it with this quality laminate flooring that has a 30-year warranty. And that's going to give this room the turnkey look that buyers demand.
Next, we focus on giving the living room more space. Buyers hate clutter. It makes rooms look smaller, and it's also more difficult for them to imagine their own possessions in a space. So we've built this storage unit to help tidy up the sitting room. We're almost there. The family will be back in just a few short hours, so we've got to put on the final touches. Buyers love wood floor, but because this is a dark grain wood, we've added this area rug just to soften the look a bit. Even neutral spaces need a pop of colour to anchor the room and capture the interest of the buyers. Accent pillows, flowers and rugs can work wonders on any budget. The unit I asked Dave to make is impressive.
To minimize the clutter and maximize the space in this room, we had to be very creative. We took 3 separate pieces of furniture, cut and joined them together, and by painting them all the one color, we've created a custom entertainment unit.
It is amazing how changing the paint from dark to light totally transforms the room. When you're selling your house, you don't have to spend a fortune on art. This is wrapping paper that we found and we framed it and it looks beautiful.
Keeping a couple of key personal items adds the warm, inviting touch that makes buyers comfortable in a space. And best of all, it won't cost you a thing.
We've still got a little bit of pink.
Oh,
Hey, oh my gosh. Wow.
That looks really, really good.
A lot of buyers said it was dark and small, but it is now perfect.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh,
Yes.
so nice.
So pretty. I
Yeah.
love the curtains and the rug, everything.
All we did in this room, took away those 2 bits of furniture there, reupholstered the chairs, and we put those lovely accent pillows in and painted it a pale colour.
It's nice. I like it a
And
lot.
it's all your stuff. This is your furniture, that's your china cabinet.
Right.
But just by taking away that very dark burgundy, you really see it now.
Yeah.
The most important thing about this room is it's the first thing that buyers see. So you really want it to be an impact on them. And I don't know anyone walking into this room who wouldn't want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
With the big surprises.
Oh
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love this
Unbelievable.
room.
It's beautiful in here. Unbelievable. The floors are amazing. You know, I've got to try the couch out.
I'm afraid it's not as comfy as your last one.
Oh, it's
good?
beautiful though.
It is. It's
I
really
love
nice.
it.
Just by changing the positioning of the television,
Right, yeah.
moving the furniture, it just feels much more open.
It's like 10 times bigger, it feels
Right.
like.
Yeah.
I know, I
yeah,
love
that
the
thing's,
entertainment
that
center.
thing's amazing too, yeah.
We've built this storage unit to help tidy up. There's lots of space in there for the toys and DVDs and stuff like that.
Nice, very nice.
I'm really happy. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool in here. That looks really, really good.
I
It's
love
amazing,
being
yeah,
through.
he's gonna love
yes. This is a great workspace.
Oh my gosh. This is really, really cool. I've been wanting a desk in here for forever how long?
With the changes that have been made, buyers are going to see their things much better in this space now than they could before.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, super
Yeah.
cool.
Now, the princess room.
Wow.
Oh man,
I
this
love
is
it.
nice.
Yeah.
So you don't think she'll be too sad that the pink's gone?
She'll be fine. This is great.
I love this little princess bed. She's gonna sit in here and be reading all night with her little
Yeah.
lamp.
I remember the first time I had a grown-up bed. I was like, I'm so grown up.
The house was unsellable up until now. No way I could ever imagine it be decorated like this and the walls looking as good as they do and everything else.
Do you like it? Yes. Do you think princesses have beds like this?
I'm really excited to see what buyers are gonna have to say now. Once people start coming through the door, I don't know why anybody wouldn't fall in love with the house immediately after touring it.
It's clean, it's bright, it's open, and I think it's gonna definitely help us sell this place.
I think the important thing is you are trying to sell your house.
Right.
So the most important thing is not necessarily that they like them, but that the buyers like them.
Yeah. Right.
But also, you know, you want them to be happy.
Right.
And so I think we've just struck really the right balance between buyers liking it and the kids liking it.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Yes.